Right. Okay.
Okay, I'm going. Yes, the recording is start. Okay, 3,
Just
2.
a second. Can someone please give rights for co-host? I'll have to share the screen. So yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. You can go ahead. I'm sorry.
Vikrant ji, start कीजिए please.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Very good afternoon, my dear fellow Toastmaster and welcome guest.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Very good afternoon.
I am Vikrant Swami.
Hello everyone.
Sergeant I welcome all of you in 204th meeting of Heritage City Toastmaster Club. What a day it is. Today we are East meet West and North Gujarat meet South Gujarat. Why? To learn, to share, to grow together. All we know that to achieve something in life, anything, whatever we have desire, we make a goal. To achieve that goal, make a plan, how to work. And to success, we are doing what we are doing. Hard work with consistency and dedication to achieve that goal. Same way, we are all here in Toastmaster to achieve something. For what? To become an effective speaker and a leader. And that is the mission of our Toastmaster. Our mission is to provide positive and supporting learning atmosphere to the members by which they can develop their communication and leadership skill. But by doing so, we have to follow some rules, and we are now in virtual environment. There are mainly 3 rules. Number 1, please keep your best friend mobile in silent or vibration mode, so it will not disturb you in between the meeting. Number 2, we will not talk about sex, religion, and politics in our speech. And number 3, please keep yourself muted unless otherwise called upon to ask. Now, without doing any further, it's now time to invite our presiding officer. Who is presiding officer? Our presiding officer have a 3 master degree in commerce, in philosophy, in fashion technology, and after that, she made her hobby or passion into profession. Not only that, he is a theater artist, he is a speaker, and herself always she believe I am a learner. Please help me welcome presiding officer and president of HCTC, Toastmaster Isha.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vikrant, for such a kind words and such a warm welcome. First of all, a very warm good afternoon to everyone. I need that energy in the room. Where's the energy? Unmute yourself, guys.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Very good afternoon.
Yes. So I welcome you all to the 204th meeting of Heritage City Toastmasters Club. Today, we have many speakers, 3 speakers, many things planned by our TMOD. We have general evaluation, so many things that's lined up. So I'm not going to take so much time of everyone. I know I'm not that interesting, but then I'm going to just leave you guys with a tip from the president. For all the speakers today, whether you're taking a role of a role player or you're taking a TMOD, you're taking a general evaluator, you're taking a speaker, anything, remember, speak today in such a way that others love to listen to you, and listen in such a way that others love to speak to you. This is the one tip that would help every one of us, not in this meeting, but further than that. Without any further delay, let me first, for the benefit of the guest, give you the brief history of the Toastmasters. So what is Toastmasters? Toastmasters is a fraternity which was started 100 years back, more than that, by a gentleman named Ralph C. Smedley. Why did he start this? He was seeing that people were having difficulty in giving or raising a toast in the occasions of funerals and weddings, and hence he brought on this idea of conducting meetings on improving our speeches and then conducted this Toastmasters. And today, Toastmasters have grown to such a fraternity that we have more than 16,000 clubs, guys, all over the world. And I am so proud that I am one among those 5 lakh Toastmasters all over the world. And probably more than that, even right now, we are growing. Well, with this, I would like to hand over the stage today to the Toastmaster of the day. But who is Toastmaster of the day? Any meeting of a Toastmaster is conducted by a host. And today's host is someone who is a sales manager, who is a brilliant, brilliant speaker. I don't want to give a formal education or a formal introduction about him. We don't have to do that, because when he speaks, his introduction comes automatically. Without further delay, I would like to welcome the Toastmaster of the day on the stage and to go on with the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Presiding Officer Isha, would you like to take the guest introduction?
Sure. Yes, let's take on the guest introduction. So yes, today who do we have as our guest? First, I would like to take our guest, Ashutosh Ghosh. Your introduction, please, sir. Something.
Well, I am fortunate enough to find being part of this 204th meeting, and I just wanted to enjoy my time this afternoon. And I have been on and off kind of Toastmasters for quite a few years now, since 2015. So just want to ensure that I come back to the podium as many often times as possible, especially during the weekends. That is when I am able to give my time. So just over here, enjoying. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we are proud to have you right now as one of the evaluators as well, and looking forward to hear from you more in your evaluations, and looking forward to see you in our meetings as well, Toastmaster Anutosh. So who is our next guest? Guest Rahul. Can you just give your brief introduction, please?
Yeah, sure. So my throat is a bit bad today, so I'll try to be at my best. So I'm Rahul Gaur. So I was an engineer earlier, and then I transitioned to hospitality and tourism industry. I've been in this industry for almost 7 years, and then I decided to pursue MBA, executive MBA from IIM Lucknow. So currently I'm in the middle of my course. Apart from this, I'm also a solo traveler. I read books at times and play sports like TT, lawn tennis, cricket, etc. So not a master of anything, but like a jack of all trades kind of thing. Yeah, so few of my friends suggested that Toastmaster International is a great place to improvise upon your public speaking, and that's why when I came back to Ahmedabad, so I was right now at the campus, but due to COVID situation, we had to come back. So I thought of exploring the clubs in Ahmedabad only. So that's where I came through the Instagram post and decided to join this meeting. Yeah.
Wow, that's great, Toastmaster Rahul. That was a fabulous introduction. IIM Lucknow. Wow, great. That would be great having you over here. And you are doing so many things together. We can learn and grow together from your journey as well. Jack of everything. Wow. That's some treasure, being jack of everything and master of none again. That happens to be a treasure. Let's move on to our next guest Kartik. Would you like to unmute yourself and give a brief introduction?
Sure. Thank you, Isha, for having me here. And I would like to apologize for not putting on my video as of now, because being a COVID positive, still not got negative, but still I'm there, is isolated at my place. But fortunate enough, nothing major for now. So Kartik Dokai, speaker for I am Rohtak. I've been a speaker for multiple conferences so far, because being an engineer on a computer systems, and a speaker on an agile coach, and striving to be a business coach moving onwards. And I just came to know about a Toastmasters club from one of my fellow colleagues. When we guys were having an interaction about an agile coach and how to proceed further with that particular journey, in that case, we came across communications and thought that we would be having we are having a Toastmasters club, and probably we should join that. And maybe it could be an realization that where you can improvise, because learning is an everyday process and we should never stop learning. And that's what actually I'm sorry, which helps me to be here and probably learn certain new things from every single one of you. So thank you for having me here.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kartik. Indeed, it is our pleasure to have you over here, and I wish you fast recovery. And I want to see you over here. We would wish that we would see you on the video as well with your recovery.
Thank you.
Really. Okay, thank you. And we would like to have you again for the more meetings as well. Moving on to our next guest, Toastmaster Vignesh, who have joined us from Surat all the way. Toastmaster Vignesh.
Hello, good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmasters Isha. My name is Toastmasters Vignesh. I'm from Diamond City Toastmasters Club, Surat. I am the VP Education of the club, and it's my pleasure joining you all. I've known Toastmasters Isha, Toastmasters Priyanka, Toastmasters Aditya for some time now. They're very kind and good people. And I work at L&T, and I'm here at Surat for 10 years. And I'm just 2.5 months old at Toastmasters International. So it's been a very good learning experience for me personally, and I seem really happy when I get the opportunity to join other clubs during their meets. And thank you for providing me the opportunity today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vignesh, for giving the warm introduction. And looking forward to have you in other meetings as well. And it would be really a pleasure and the speaker's pleasure that you would evaluate him. So any more guests? Toastmaster Jayesh, do we have any more guests?
Yes, we have guest Rinkesh.
Guest Rinkesh, yes. Guest Rinkesh.
Hi everyone. Hi to familiar faces and the new faces as well. I am Toastmaster Rinkesh from DCTC, from where the Toastmaster Vignesh is there. And I previously also attended many of the meetings. Why I usually join the new club to explore more, to speak more. That's why I joined. And I remembered the day when I started joining the new club. I removed some of my hesitation, and this was one of them, of those clubs. So today I'm also here to listen something, to speak something, and I'm curious as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rinkesh, for joining all the way from Surat with us. And it would be great having you in the further meetings as well. And looking forward to hear from you today for our table topics. However, before handing the stage now back to TMOD, I would like to add one thing to our meeting. That is, do you know, guys, all the members and all the guests as well, we have a new member that has joined to our club. So I would like to first of all give a hand to Toastmaster Parth for having his first meeting as a member in Heritage City Toastmaster Club.
Welcome.
Toastmaster Parth.
Welcome, Toastmaster Parth. Because it's your first meeting, it is our duty to conduct your procedure of oath taking in this club. I would request you to put your hand on your heart on the left side. If you could see that. And I would repeat, I would say your oath, and at the end, you can say, I do.
Sorry, can you repeat?
I would say your oath. At the end, you can repeat, I do.
Okay.
Also, I would request the sergeant at arms to take the photograph of this thing. It would be a great memory for Toastmaster Parth and every one of us in the Heritage City Toastmaster Club.
Okay.
Starting. As a member of Toastmasters International and my club, I promise to attend club meetings regularly, to prepare all of my projects to the best of my ability, basing them on the Toastmasters education program, to prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments, to provide fellow members with helpful constructive evaluations, to help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow, to serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so, to treat my fellow club members and guests with respect and courtesy, to bring guests to the club meetings so they can see the benefits of Toastmaster membership, to adhere to the guidelines and rules for all Toastmasters education and recognition programs, to act within Toastmasters' core value of integrity, respect, service, and excellence during the conduct of all Toastmasters activities. Well, you may say, I do.
I do.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Parth. Welcome to the Heritage City Toastmasters Club, and hereby your journey starts. But not only for the Toastmaster Parth, it is the duty of every member. So I would request every single member to take the oath over here. We would all, to the best of our abilities, would help Toastmaster Parth continue and fulfill his journey in this club. We do.
We do.
We do.
We do.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Welcome, Parth.
Welcome, Parth.
Thank you very much.
All the excitement, yes.
Hardik Abhinandan Parth.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, Parth.
Well, with this, I would like to hand over finally the stage to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aditya. Stage is yours. Let the magic happen.
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer Toastmaster Isha, for that lovely introduction. I was completely delighted. Thank you very much. I welcome you all to this meeting today as a Toastmaster of the day. I'll be the host or moderator of today's meeting. My job is to facilitate the whole meeting for you so that the transition is smooth. Before I begin, let me tell you, any Toastmasters meeting is composed of three components: the prepared speeches, table topics, and the evaluation segment. The prepared speeches segment is where we have veterans and newbies come together and deliver speeches a part of their project pathways. And then we have table topics, which is open for guests as well as members, where the participants deliver impromptu speeches for 1 to 2 minutes. The third, we have the breakfast for the champions, where the whole meeting and speeches are evaluated by a dedicated evaluation team. So let's quickly jump into today's meeting. I want to ask a question to you all, because my theme today is about succeeding at work. And my question to you is that, how do you succeed at work? Your secret for success at work. And I just want this whole discussion to be interactive. Just unmute yourself and let the chaos begin. How do you succeed at work?
Be yourself.
Being yourself. Fantastic. Yes, yes. More.
By being enthusiastic every day.
Being enthusiastic, being yourself. Fantastic. Bringing energy to the table. Anyone else?
By doing, yes, okay. By doing what is needed and wanted and giving best performance.
Right. Do what is required from you and what is expected from you. Anyone else? Toastmaster Parth.
Be a team player.
Yes, Toastmaster Hardik. Be a team player. Anyone else?
By delivering more than what you are being paid for.
Yes. Add more value than what is expected from you.
Long-term success also comes from learning every day, analyzing your strengths, your weaknesses, and then going ahead by strengthening where you lack and performing there as well.
Absolutely. Be a lifelong learner. Last answer from you.
Look at, looking at practical scenarios, good in politics as well.
Yes. Oh my God, Toastmaster Bharat. Let me tell you, there are a lot of people who are lifelong learners, who are dedicated, who are energetic, who are enthusiastic, but unfortunately, they are not able to succeed at work because of some external factors. And these people are not able to control these factors. Hold that thought. Before I answer, get into that thought, it's time for me to welcome the general evaluator, the monitor, the class monitor of today's meeting. The general evaluator for today's meeting has a lot of varied interests, from science and business to art and literature. She has served as a VP PR of this club. She likes to describe herself as passionately professional and professionally passionate. I used to believe that IIT people are very nerdy and boring, but she completely changed my perspective because she is a totally fun-loving best friend for myself. Please help me welcome Madam General Evaluator, Toastmaster Priyanka.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aditya, for that wonderful introduction. Now, moving on to the general evaluation section, we come at the beginning and set the ground rules and tell you what all we'll be observing in this meeting. And at the end, come and serve the breakfast for the champions, that is feedback. Feedback is a meal which if you miss, you will be an inch away from becoming a successful public speaker. And that is why Toastmasters always has an evaluation section irrespective of anything. Now, to do this Herculean task, I have a team with me, the TAG team. Now, what does TAG stand for? I'll first begin with the T of TAG, that is the timer. And today the timer is someone who is into the business of industrial roofing sheets. By passion, he's a certified life coach. And for me, he is our very own Tony Robbins. He helps people achieve success and happiness. Let us welcome the timer of today, Toastmaster Harsh. Over to you.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, for such a warm welcome. Good afternoon, everybody, Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Harsh Thakkar, timer of today's meeting. So basically, we have learned that today's theme is about success, right? So what's basically most important parameter for success? We all answered, right? That performance, habits, highly effective, not doing procrastination, a lot of things, but doing at the right time, right? So time is very much important. If you miss and do the right things at wrong time, it doesn't matter. And doing wrong things at the right time and wrong time and right things, it doesn't make any sense. So the ingredient of time is very much important. It has to be adjusted and mixed very properly. So I will be managing time of today, and we should use it very much wisely to say best things at best time and in right timings, whichever is dedicated. All the speakers will be given a slot approximately 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will be sharing my screen like green card. So let me share my screen. So this will be visible. Is it visible?
Yes, it is visible, Toastmaster Harsh. Can you open the green card so that it spans to the entire screen?
Okay. Like this. Is it okay?
We're still able to see the folder version. You'll have to share your screen instead of the folder.
Share the screen. Okay. Like this. Okay. Is it fine?
Yes, this is great.
Okay, fine. Amazing. Thank you. So I'll be sharing my screen like this. So at 5 minutes, I will be sharing green, at 6 yellow, and at 7 minutes, I will be showing a red card. And then after, you will have 30 seconds grace period. And I hope I don't have to disqualify anyone. And for the table topics, you will be given 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will be sharing my green card. At 2 minutes, at 1:30, I will be sharing yellow card. At 2 minutes red card and you'll get 30 seconds grace period. For evaluators, I think they already know 2 to 3 minutes, right? Fine. So that's all from my side, and over to Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harsh, for that wonderfully explained role of the timer and how time is of the essence. Now, moving on to the second person from the tag team, the R counter. Today, the R counter is someone who removes hiccups from all processes. He is an engineer by education and an entrepreneur by profession and a public speaker by passion. He has represented UAE and Oman cricket teams at international levels. A versatile and a charismatic personality, he has served as the Sergeant at Arms, VP membership and president of this club, and is currently serving as the area director of Area J1 in District 98. Please put our hands together for the R counter of today's session, Toastmaster Jayesh. Over to you.
Priyanka, thank you very much. What a fabulous introduction. For the first time hearing this kind of introduction, I am obliged. Thank you very much. So guys, I am back with the counter role again. So what does an counter role does? What does a counter do? The counter counts your destructive things that you use in your speech, like or. For example, my name is Jayesh Kaushik. I did my graduation from Nirma University. So these unnecessary words which we use like ers, I'll be counting that. I'll be making a count on that. I'll be noting it down, as well as I will be noting down the small and the long pauses that you make in your speech. How can you control your counts? Take a deep breath while you are starting, and instead of using the ers or ums, take a small pause, think, and then you start speaking. That is how I have also improved on my ers and ums. I hope that all of your speeches be awesome instead of full. Looking forward to all your speeches. All the best. Thank you very much. I'll be back with my report when the journal evaluator Toastmaster Priyanka calls me. Over to you, Toastmaster Priyanka.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jayesh. Moving on to the third person from my team, the Grammarian. The Grammarian is someone who has joined us as a Toastmaster very recently. He is a data scientist at Recruitment Smart UK-based AI startup. He runs a side business in health and wellness sector, and he has completed his postgraduate from Ahmedabad University in computer science branch. His hobbies are reading, writing, tennis, and meditation. Let us welcome the future Arjun of Heritage City Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Parth. Over to you as the Grammarian.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Priyanka, for a warm welcome. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Fella, Toastmasters and guests, as a grammarian, my responsibility is to pay close attention to all the speakers and listen carefully the usage of language. I will take note of the improper usage as well as the good usage, like outstanding words, saying, thoughts, and quotes. As a grammarian, my duty is to introduce the word of the day and phrase of the day. For today's meeting, the word of the day is exuberant. I repeat, exuberant. The meaning of the word is for a person having a great feeling of excitement, cheerfulness, and enthusiasm. A very joyful and highly spirited individual. To give you an example, how to use this word. For describing someone, I could say that beside his winning smile and exuberant attitude, he also has a phenomenal drive to serve others. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day as much as possible. For today's meeting, the phrase of the day is, if opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. I repeat, if opportunities doesn't knock, build a door. Meaning of the phrase goes like this. In life, we should not wait for things to happen, or because opportunities will not land into our lap automatically. We should be we should do our best on a daily basis and embrace as things happen, embrace the uncertainty in life, because you never know which day, which thing, which person, which event will lead to next best opportunity. So each speaker is encouraged to use this phrase of the day as much as possible. I will give my grammarian's report when called upon during the meeting, and also share the report on the usage of the phrase of the word and word of the day. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Priyanka. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Parth. You rightly said, if opportunity doesn't knock, build a door, and you have built that door to your journey, to your excellence in public speaking. And I hope to see you become an exuberant speaker in the times to come. Wish you all the best. Thank you for being a part of the Herculean team of evaluators and the tag team. As a general evaluator, I'll also be having a team of evaluators who will be evaluating dedicatedly the prepared speakers for today's session. In the end, when called upon by the Toastmaster of the day, I'll be coming with my team and evaluating each and every section of the meeting. Over to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aditya.
Thank you very much, Madam General Evaluator and tag team, for filling the space with alacrity and exuberance. Going forward to today's meeting and today's theme, so I left you with a thought. A lot of people hustle every day. A lot of people work whatever is required from them, in fact, more than whatever is required from them. But still, these people don't succeed at workplaces because of multiple external forces these people can't control. So how do we control these external forces, and what are these external forces? I've prepared a roadmap for you. Make sure you stay with me throughout, and let me share the screen to show you the roadmap. So usual query, am I visible and audible? Is the screen visible and audible? Okay, very much.
Toastmaster Aditya, the screen is not visible yet, but you're audible and visible. You are audible and visible.
Is the screen visible now? Because I'm seeing that.
No, yes, we cannot see it. I would request Toastmaster Harsh if he can give the credentials or the host rights to Toastmaster Aditya. That would be great. Toastmaster Harsh.
Yes, how can we give rights? He is already co-host, I think.
He's the co-host. That I think he can share the screen.
Toastmaster Harsh, just go to my box, go to my dabba. You will see three dots there.
Okay.
You will get a drop-down list when you click on these three dots.
Participants can share.
Make me the host then.
Yeah, kindly make him the host.
Okay, now you are the host.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Now let me reveal the secret for you. I hope you like it. A roadmap to succeed at work. Is it visible? Is the screen visible?
Yes.
Fantastic. Let's move forward. Slideshow mode. Well, roadmap to success at workplaces. The first step to succeed at workplaces is power. And what is power? Power is an intangible force in an organization. Power is a potential ability that a person uses to influence people to carry out certain actions that people wouldn't otherwise. So it is actually a special possession. It is a potential ability that we don't actually focus on, but we must be actually focusing on. So how do we acquire power, and what are the sources of power? Listen to me very carefully. So these are the 5 forms of power which will give you competitive advantage and identity in your organizations when you acquire it. So there are 5 forms: legitimate power, reward power, coercive power, referent power, and expert power. Let me explain you all these 5 forces in detail. Legitimate power is the power you get because of your formal position, because of your job role and job description. It is acquired over a period of time, which actually says that the CEO has the highest legitimate power, and an intern in an organization has the lowest power. So you actually have to spend a lot of time to acquire this kind of power. Reward power. Reward power is when organization aligns incentives with performance. That you give me good performance, I will give you rewards and incentives in return. Sales organizations do this the most. So we have something called performance pay. When my performance of the whole year is good, so I get bonuses and incentives in return. That is reward power. As individuals, we don't have capabilities to give rewards to others. That is something what the organization does. Coercive power is the most conservative form of leadership. It is when a powerful person penalizes the other person in return of favors. This is a management style that doesn't work in most of the cases. The two forms of power which you should be focusing on to succeed at work are referent power and expert power. Referent power is something people do something in return when they see your personality as charismatic. When they like you as a person, they are ready to do things for you. Some people have so desirable personality, so desirable attitude that they have a lot of people believing in them and trusting in them. Mahatma Gandhi had a lot of referent power because he was able to influence people through a kind and charismatic personality. Expert power is something you should also be looking for because expert power comes from specialized knowledge and capabilities. At organizations, we always do whatever is required from us. We carry out the daily tasks and daily chores and daily routines, but we don't actually look forward to gaining specialized knowledge and specialized expertise. There's always this one person who is very good at accounts, very good at crunching numbers. He has expert power. There is one person who is so damn good at sales. This person has highest amount of expert power. So always focus on expert power and referent power because these are the highest effective form of power and they will actually help you in long term in organization. Well, legitimate power, reward power, information power are not going to help. There are a lot of people who exchange rewards in return for performances. For example, you must be hearing a lot of leaders saying, I'll take you to London. I'll take you to on-site if you perform well this term. But actually it doesn't work that way. You'll have to meet the personal goals through expertise and reference in order to gain trust and benevolence. Power doesn't corrupt people. People corrupt power. A lot of leaders, after gaining power, after acquiring different forms of power, are not able to actually channelize this power. And this is the reason they lose trust over a period of time. And good examples are these two. People who have watched Game of Thrones would understand how Daenerys Targaryen become a dictator in the end, how things ended for her, because she was not able to use her power properly. She actually took the power to her head and she actually killed a lot of people from King's Landing. That is the reason people revolted against her. Adolf Hitler is another personality who had a charismatic personality, who could rally big teams into one objective, but unfortunately, because of the whole genocide he committed, people grew against him. So how do you make use of this power? How do you channelize this power? The second step is diagnosis. But before I get into diagnosis, it's time for the prepared speeches. So let me open the prepared speeches segment for you. The first prepared speaker, what do I tell about her? She's a mechanical engineer currently working with Vodafone and she's also a recent mother. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Rama for the first prepared speech. But before that, please help me invite her dedicated evaluator, Toastmaster Kritika, to brief the project objectives.
Yeah, am I visible and audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Just a second. So, Toastmaster Rama is delivering her L1 S3 speech today under the pathway of dynamic leadership. The purpose of the project is to learn and review basic research methods and present a well-organized and well-researched speech on any topic. Her title of the speech will be introduced by Toastmaster of the Day, Aditya. Over to you.
Toastmaster Rama, do you have the title of the speech? I haven't received it yet.
And before that, I'm not able to share the screen. So just
well, I'll make you the host once again, or someone else can make you the host so that we don't have to do this again.
Aditya, just a thing. Can you make me the co-host? I will do the needful.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not able to. I don't have this make a host option. Just give me a second.
No, make me the co-host. You're the host now over there.
Okay, but I'm not able to find. Just give me a second. I'm not able to find these 3 dots.
वही जो आपने बोला ना डब्बा.
अरे डब्बा तो आप अभी बड़ा दिख रहे हो ना. You're not among those छोटा डब्बा.
Go to the participants. There you.
Yeah, I'm doing that only. I'm doing that only right now.
Yeah.
Great.
More make co-host. Cool.
Yeah, fabulous. Thank you. Done.
Okay.
Harsh, now you can share once she starts the meeting. Now you can have given you also the rights, right?
Okay, thank you.
Toastmaster Aditya, you can introduce Toastmaster Rama. Thank you.
Toastmaster Rama, do you have the title with you?
Yes, it's Decoding of Gita.
Decoding a?
Gita.
Gita. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Rama, decoding a Gita, Toastmaster Rama.
My screen is not visible. Just allow me a minute. Sorry, it's now.
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much, TMOD. Now, good afternoon, everyone. The Bhagavad Gita, our social study textbook, tells us that the Bhagavad Gita, it's our holy book. It's holy book of Hindus. Should one read the Bhagavad Gita as a religious book then? That would be a little odd because Gita predated organized religion itself. It was written 5,000 years before Jesus Christ and 4,000 before Muhammad, the prophet, and the over 2,000 years before Hinduism itself was a thing. So reading it as a holy book does not quite explain it. It consists sustained appeal over 2 million years, not just a community of its own religions, but a people across the world. So reading it as a religious book, it's a sort of limiting a way or to read Bhagavad Gita. What then? The secret of this. What is the magic of this slim volume of poetry? What is it about? The age-old conversation between two best friends called Krishna and Arjuna, that makes people to return it generation after generation, return to shining moral compass of guidance whenever they are beset by depress or doubt. Here is the secret. The Gita strength lies in the fact that the concern itself is not just with the metaphysical, but with the very physical. Not just otherworldly, but within worldly. Not just the afterlife, but within our life. So, what are the alternative ways to read Gita? Then, not just as a holy book. Let's see. So, the Mahabharata, as most of you know, it's one of the two great epics of India. Gita is a part of it. So, the whole story is centered around a war. One that fought between two sets of cousins. One side, the Pandavas, who is upright, noble, and righteous, and the other side, the Kauravas, who are not. Now, the only two characters we are going to concern ourselves with today are Prince Arjuna, our Pandava Prince Arjuna, who is the greatest archer in the world, and his friend is mentor Krishna, who is his designated charioteer during the war. The war is about to begin and our hero Arjuna loses his nerves. He suddenly realized about the destroying of his closest family, strikes him like a thunderbolt. And six with despair, he lays down arms and turns towards the Krishna for the guidance. The two of them have a conversation, and we know that conversation that the Bhagavad Gita. Now, during the course of this conversation, there is plenty of dissent and disargument. Krishna harangue Arjuna, even heckles at times. Arjuna argue, challenges, questioning Krishna during this conversation. But through all of these, neither of them offensive, needlessly aggressive, or confrontationist, while make Gita is one of the art of civilized debate. Now, the Gita, during this conversation, what is these two talk about? Essentially, it's a Krishna who is speaking and he's telling Arjuna why he should stand up, why he pick up his bow and fight. He is telling him that he does not do that. He would be failing in his duty when as a warrior, as a king, as a leader, as a man, leader of a man, and uphold the truth and justice of justice, and so on. So this is a difficult conversation for Krishna because he is a friend of him and who is depressed. But the Krishna does not pull his punches and he do not hesitate to call Arjuna's weakness. He does not hesitate to dismiss his excuses. He childish him for his non-warrior-like behavior. But he does all of these with a great compassion and understanding. And he stands patiently and steadfast by our Arjuna's side. While he's worked through his confusion, he used every trick in this book to get through Arjuna. He is sometimes hectoring, sometimes sweetly resuming, sometimes he devious, sometimes he frankly overwhelming Arjuna's. And finally, when Arjuna is comfortable and he is okay with, he is ready to understand Krishna, he respect his friend and enough, he respect his friend enough and allow him to take his own decision. This is what is all about the Gita. And here, how Krishna is make understand Arjuna. Thank you so much. Over to TMOD. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rama. I must tell you, there are a lot of behavioral scientists in Harvard who are reading Gita to develop theories on organization psychology, and your speech was very enlightening and inspiring. Thank you very much. Moving on to the next prepared speech. The next prepared speaker is an entrepreneur, change maker. He has 15 years of global experience in consulting. He's a founder of a very novel initiative, No Sir, No Madam. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Hardik. But before we welcome him, it's time for me to introduce his evaluator, dedicated evaluator to brief the project objectives. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Hush, who's the evaluator of Toastmaster Hardik?
Vignesh.
Yeah, Toastmaster Vignesh. I'm sorry. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Vignesh.
Thank you, TMOD Aditya. The speaker will be delivering L1S3 speech. The pathway is dynamic leadership. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized and well-researched speech on any topic. And the title of the speech is "Are your research findings similar to ours?" Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vignesh. Toastmaster Hardik, Are your research findings similar to us? Are your research findings similar to us? Toastmaster Hardik.
Thank you, TMOD. Am I audible and visible?
Toastmaster Hardik,
Clearly.
your voice is echoing.
Timer, can you please stop the thing? Is it better now?
Yes. Much better.
So with the count of 1, 2, 3, I will start.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Please.
Yes, yes. Now
Thank
your
you.
voice is perfect.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. Please raise your hands if you have traveled, lived, worked, and experienced living abroad. Please raise your hand. What were your observations and experience? Almost 35 years back, when I was 5, 6 years old, we went to Ahmedabad station to see off one of my uncles. During that time, very few people were going abroad. And when that happens, the entire family flocks to see off the family member. So did we. He was going to London, from Ahmedabad to Mumbai by train, and then Mumbai to London by flight. At the railway station, usually what we do, a jumbo jet Gujarati family arrives before time, make sure their relative is well settled with the luggage, have all kind of chit chat during that, and once the train signals, everyone comes out, right? But I did not. I stuck in the train intentionally. Being a kid, someone who was exuberant, going abroad, stayed in the train. I thought, if I stay in the train, I will also go to my uncle to London with him. And with that thoughts, I could not. My mom said, Hardik, come down. Hardik, come down. I said, no. Finally, my uncle had to pull that emergency string to stop the train. What a naive and a desperate young boy I was, with having a dream to go abroad. If opportunity does not knock, you need to build a door. Fast forward, after having not two, visa refusals to US, finally, I went to University of Nottingham in Nottingham, UK for my master's. If you see UK map, Nottingham is a small to mid-sized town located almost 2 to 3 years north of London in the Midlands, the region of Midlands. And the University of Nottingham was almost 200 years old. During my study year, 2003-04, its staff and alumni received not one, but 2 Nobel Prizes in economics and medicine. So indeed, it's a world-class university for research. At Albion House, in the university accommodation, I found my research partners, Vikas from Gorakhpur, Roshni from South, Ketan Bhai from Apro, Gujarat, Danki from Maharashtra, Yogesh, the Balle Balle guy from Punjab, and Hardik from a small town, central part of India, Raipur, MP. Everyone went to abroad for the first time. So, after dinner, almost for months, that was our research experience, our overwhelming observation of that country. How come this small town has got nice road, better infrastructure, and uninterrupted lights way back 2003 and decades before? How come people stop at every red light, days and night? That shows they obey the system. How come the air is so fresh and clean that anybody can do Baba Ramdev yoga anytime? And you don't need to polish your shoes years and years. When you walk on the street, go to the mall, or go to your workplace, everyone, when you have eye contact with anybody, they smile. They say, hello, how are you? You okay? That means they care about you. Whether it's a kid or a senior citizen, there is no VIP lane. Everybody stand in a queue. Isn't it amazing? And the country that appears to give the entire world the so-called sir, madam chanting, they do not follow. My professor and employer asked me to call by his name. They just work 37.5 hours a week. That means 7.5 hours a day, and balance their work life. They enjoy over the weekend. At the same time, most of people do not have any house help for them. I still remember I went to that mama's house south of London in Rowley, and during the night when he was thirsty, he was drinking water out of the washroom water tap. When I asked, he told me, "Beta, son, here, whether it's water from washroom or the kitchen, is the same." So they trust their quality of water and the government. And there are many points that can be discussed. Overall, the conclusion and the bottom line of our research was the system works. People do not. That much harder as people in India work 6 to 7 days a week, 10 to 12 hours. System does not. And the big question is, are your research findings are similar to us? And if so, what steps you have taken to make a difference? Thank you. Back to TMOD.
Thank you for that very persuasive speech, Toastmaster Hardik. Moving on to the next speaker. The next prepared speech is by another dedicated Toastmaster. He has done his ECE BTech from Nirma University. He has represented Gujarat State in NCC and has secured an AIR of 3. He's an R&D engineer working with a drone manufacturing company. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Keshavkant. But before that, please help me welcome the dedicated evaluator of Toastmaster Keshavkant, Toastmaster Anutosh, to brief the project objectives.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aditya. Today, the speaker will be attempting the project researching and presenting from level 1 of the path leadership development. The speech has been mentored by distinguished Toastmaster Kushal. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn or review the basic research methods and present a well-organized and well-researched speech on any topic. Timer, please note, the time of this speech will be of 5 to 7 minutes. I wish all the best to the speaker. And over to you, Toastmaster Aditya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anutosh. I'm all pumped up, Toastmaster Keshav. Toastmaster Keshav, let's win. Let's win, Toastmaster Keshav.
Am I audible and visible? Okay. Let's win. there is one quality that one should possess. That is the definiteness of purpose, the knowledge of what one wants, and the burning desire to achieve it. Greetings, my fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. How many of you have heard or read somewhere that it takes 21 days to learn a new habit? I will repeat the question. How many of you have heard or read that it takes 21 days to learn a new habit? Fantastic. How many of you have written down the New Year resolution on New Year Eve? Amazing, amazing, perfect. Now, today, we all gathered together on 22nd of January 2022. We have passed those crucial 21 days of this new year. How many have you have managed to stick to those resolutions which you made during the New Year Eve? That is great. Congratulations to all those who have managed to stick to those new resolutions, and congratulations to your pathway ahead. Others don't need to worry. I, Keshavkant Sharma, came here to share a secret ingredient with you all to learn the new habit to grow more. All you need to do to invest your few minutes to listen to me. What are habits? Habits are built consciously and subconsciously. Habit is the most crucial part in our life and in our success. Habits are formed by a lot of biological jargons like nerve cells, neurons, neuroplasticity, nervous system, and what all. They all come together to help us to build new habits. What is learning a new habit? Learning means the neuroplasticity. It is a process in which nervous systems learn from the new experience. With the change in the experience, our nervous systems grows, and with that, we are able to build a new habit. What changes? The neurons pathway changes. There are neurons which sends the chemical signals whenever there is a change. As soon as it sends a chemical signal to the another neuron, that neuron either take it in a positive way and in a negative way, and accordingly that habit is formed. But in the end, neuroplasticity is what builds the new pathway to form the habit. These are the nitty-gritty biology to build a new habit. We all are overwhelmed to do too much, but we have too little time to do. Whenever we try to complete one task, the other task rolls in, the other responsibility rolls in. But what if we want to achieve something? Are we really able to achieve those things? For that, I am going to share some learnings to achieve what we want from our goals. Number one, if there are two important tasks, first take the important task which is most important and toughest from the both of them. As soon as you complete it, then only go to the other task. The persistence to complete the toughest task will make your full day easier to work on the other task. Number two, be consistent. There is a study of men and women who has seen more promotions and who gets paid more. They have two attitudes. Number one, that is action oriented, and number two is consistent behavior. Always be action oriented to complete the tough task and be consistent to work on that particular task. Have a success of habit. That means build a habit that leads to success. Habits like living the procrastination. Number two, prioritizing the important task. And number three is to prioritize the task which is more tougher. Now, I will be sharing with you a very interesting biological research in which whenever you try to complete a task, and if you complete that, the brain triggers the endorphins. So that endorphin will make you more confident and more positive, charismatic personality. So concluding the full speech, you have to complete the 3 Ds. You always need to consider 3 Ds in your life to achieve what you want to have. Number 1 is discipline. Number 2 is determination. And number 3 is decision. So always make a decision, develop those decisions, be deterministic to complete it, and that is the magic to have to build a new habit. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Aditya, TMOD.
Thank you very much for that education session. We really loved it. Toastmaster Keshav, you filled our hearts. That was exuberant indeed. Now let's go back to our theme. Let me take from where I left, presenting my work.
Toastmaster Aditya, if we can have the voting first.
Yes,
and
we can have.
Also like to have the feedbacks for all the speakers.
Yes, we can do that. Sure. Let's have voting. Voting for the prepared speeches and 30 seconds of feedback. Timer, please let me know when the time is done.
So the voting link is being shared in the Zoom. That is the link that from where we have to vote.
Yes, the voting link has been shared in the chat box of the Zoom. Everyone, please, all the guests and the members, I'd request you all to vote.
Seems like I'm facing difficulty to click on the link. It's not getting open.
Same.
Is that with everyone or it's only me?
So far, I've received 11 votes.
Okay, what I'll do,
let me send again.
We cannot select the.
Yes, we cannot click on the link, and if we'll click, it's not getting open. Like we cannot open that.
It will require your you'll have to sign in to vote. If you're not able to vote, you can send your votes to Madam President. It's fine.
Yes.
So to who? Okay.
President Isha, Toastmaster Isha.
Okay. President, to the president.
Mm-hmm.
We have 18 people present in the meeting, and so far I have received 17 votes. Thank you. If anybody is left to vote, please vote, and Toastmaster today, you can carry forward. Okay.
Yes, I'm on it. Let me share my screen. Yeah. Are you able to see the screen? Are you able to see? Yeah.
Yes.
Going forward to the second step of diagnosis. Let me share. Yes. Now diagnosing different sources of power and how do we succeed at organizations? Well, let me reveal this. Organizations are always political. Organizations are never rational. Politics is something we usually shy away from, something we usually despise. But let me tell you, 100% of organizations are not orderly. They are not logical. Information is always asymmetric. Goals between different individuals are always incompatible to each other. And that is the reason organizations are always politics. And what do you mean by politics? Politics is usage of power and influence to exert certain outcomes, to bring certain outcomes in the organization. And these outcomes are always fall under two categories. One is self-serving, another is organization serving. When organization politics are organization serving, they are always good. But when they are self-serving to individual, it is a bad phenomenon and it leads to multiple consequences. When organization politics are self-serving, they lead to decreased job satisfaction. People don't feel like working in such a toxic workplace. It reduces the productivity of employees. Overall effectiveness, group effectiveness, team effectiveness, and individual effectiveness always fall below. It leads to low morale and lack of connect between the employees. Employees' activities and attitude change over a period of time, leading to disharmony in the organization. So my idea to you is that if you want to succeed in organizations, not only hard work, determination, and innovation, you will have to learn. You'll have to learn, ladies and gentlemen, to navigate through power and politics in an organization. So first of all, you'll have to find out what are the different sources of politics in an organization. What are they doing to your organization? There are different forms of office politics. One is attacking and blaming. This is actually commonly seen in almost all organizations where a group of people come together and exert groupism in organization. They attack other people, they blame other people for faults that are actually not theirs. Another form of organization politics is controlling information. A group of people come together and concentrate information, accumulate information such that only they could use that information for their own benefits. This leads to information asymmetry in the organization where procedures and programs are not transparent in the organization. And lastly, forming of coalition. Forming of coalition due to discrimination, due to racism, due to casteism, because of which one becomes a dominant group and one becomes a subservient group. Subservient groups are never able to succeed in the organization. So what do we do? What is the next course of action? How do we combat? I will give you a Brahmastra. I will help you combat organization politics. But before that, let me open table topics. An exciting segment, an exciting session that is open to members and guests. And for this task, I would like to welcome the table topic master for today's meeting. The table topic master has done his MBA from Queensland University, Melbourne. He's the founder of uniformcards.com. He loves playing chess. He's also the secretary of Heritage City Toastmaster Club. Please help me welcome table topic master, Toastmaster Bharat.
Thank you, Aditya, for your wonderful introduction. Good afternoon, Toastmasters, and good afternoon, guests. The purpose of the topic master is to facilitate table topics. Am I audible? Where guests and members will have the opportunity to practice their impromptu speaking skills. I will introduce a topic and call on speakers who will be given 2 minutes to speak on the subject. I would recommend all of you to use the word of the day and the phrase of the day so we can have a clap. And theme for today is, as we have already heard from Vikrant ji, already heard from everyone over here, that dreams. Everyone is speaking about dreams, hard work. Now the theme of my topic, table topic is, what will happen if you achieve that dream? What will happen if you are doing something and you achieve it? What will you do after that? Because that is equally important as a dream. So I would like to start. Anyone from the audience who want to go for a first?
I would request the guest to participate in this.
Any guest?
We have guest
Rahul.
Rinkesh,
Okay,
Rahul.
guest Rinkesh would like to.
Rinkesh. Okay. Am I audible, Rinkesh?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah.
Can you, before that, can you repeat again what is the exact thing that you told, the theme?
The theme is about that everyone has a dream or dreams come true. They believe in that. What will you do if your dream has come true? So my topic is based on that. It's not is it a theme? The topic is based on that, right? So for you, the topic is, say for example, now your dream is to become a Prime Minister of India. And what will you do? It's a very short time, but you have to do it. Okay? Yeah, please.
Thank you for giving such a wonderful and humorous topic. What if I do if I become the Prime Minister? Every time I saw the Prime Minister, I assumed as an audience, not a Prime Minister. So I will not start any speech or influence people rather than being a political and just say that I will do this, that I will change India. First of all, I will ask to myself that what is the thing that is not changing right now, and as a prime minister, what are the things that I'm really gonna change practically, not on the superficial level, but actually, suppose if I want to change the education, then I will not change the syllabus, I will change the understanding why people are not practically applying the theoretical concept practically. And the such like that, if I become a prime minister, I will understand the responsibility and try to make it practically possible. And I will understand why any person in any sector are not that interested in doing the work. Just like the today's theme is that in an organization, due to politics, people are not morally interested to do that any work. They feel boring, and they feel that okay, this is the work I have to do that. If I will not, then people will make me out. This is the simple excuse which they give. But what I want, that everyone should think, the thinking should be that, oh, today is the day, I am very excited, I do have to do this work, whether people say it or not, but I want to do in a best possible manner as possible. And I will try, as a prime minister, I will understand why a human being is not able to do that, and I will brainstorm on it. I don't know whether prime minister do it or not, but I will held a committee. I will do a brainstorming how make it practically possible, and do a kind of experiment on one part to see whether it's going or not. Then I will apply it as major as possible. So this is what I will do as a prime minister. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Rankesh. Thank you very much. Now, I would like anyone from the Toastmasters to go for this topic.
I think our guest Rahul have raised the hand.
Okay. Sorry. Who has raised the hand?
Guest Rahul.
Yeah, hi.
Rahul?
Yeah, hi. This side Rahul Gaur. So I haven't done this before, so I'll give it a try. This is my first meeting, being as a guest. Yeah, so I'll start now. So my perception of dream is a bit
Just
different.
a second, I have to give you a topic first.
Okay, sorry. Acha, it will change. Okay.
I'd like to ask you something. Are you from Gujarat?
Yeah, I am from Gujarat.
As you all know, that major Gujarat people have a dream to go to USA. So my topic is, what would you do if you become a green card holder?
That's a really nice topic.
Yeah, and let me tell you, there's a 2-minute limit for the time.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So this is a kind of dream that every Gujarati has, to get a green card to one of the most prominent and one of the most loved after country in the world. That is USA. So what if I get a dream? So what if I get a green card for USA? So I haven't really thought of what I'll do after that, but yes, it would give a passport or a free entry to almost every country in the world. And being a solo traveler, my dream has been to travel the entire world. Being in India, it can get at times very difficult, and and since I'm also not married, so at times it gets difficult to get visa for certain countries, right? So being a green card holder, it's really easy for you to travel the entire world, and that's the first thing that I would like to do. Apart from setting up in the hub of startups that is in US, and again my dream of having my own company and pursuing again my entrepreneurship journey from the tech center of the world. I would like to continue that. So these are the two things that I would like to do. Yeah. Thank you.
Wow,
Thank you.
wow, Toastmaster, our guest Rahul, the tech country of the world. That's what I agree to. Looking forward, yeah. For visa dila do.
Exactly.
Now for the third topic, I would like someone from an entrepreneurial background, if possible.
We have Master Vikrant, Harsh, Sonia. Guess Sonia is also there.
His guest Sonia is also there, but she's
Yes.
not. Yeah.
Guess Sonia, are you there? She unmuted. We cannot hear you. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would
Guess
you like to
Sonia?
take up?
Hello. Yeah, I
Yes.
don't want to speak. Like,
Arey,
it's
kuch
the
nahi hoga.
topic is so funny. Like, I can't even imagine
No.
Arey, it
what
would
to
be
say. I
fun.
don't know.
Just
is
say
fun.
what your
Try,
heart
एक बार
says.
try, एक बार try
And
कर
this
सकते
one
हैं
is also an easy one. Let me assure you that.
I'm not from the entrepreneur background.
Sorry?
Okay.
तो कह रही हैं कि एंटरप्रेन्योर बैकग्राउंड से नहीं है तो
That's fine. That's fine. It
बैकग्राउंड से
is
नहीं है वो वाला
equally. I will change the topic. No issues regarding that.
हाँ
Uh-huh.
सोनिया जी, give it a try.
She's
Okay.
doing CA. She's doing CA.
Okay.
Yes.
So my topic is also related to finance.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you do? What would you do if you become a multi-millionaire within a very short span of time?
With a, sorry,
Become a multi-millionaire within a short span of time.
what I will do. Okay. Like I have to speak now.
Yes, go ahead and speak.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
go ahead, tension नहीं है. Go ahead.
I would like reinvest that finance like in stock market, or like the future is cryptocurrency. So I will invest in cryptocurrency, and apart from that, I will spend the money on like traveling and all, and reinvest it. What else I can do?
So which place would you like to go?
Of course, I would like to travel the whole world. Like
You
Starting
would
with
want to.
specifically, you will say Greece and all,
Greece.
UK. Yeah.
You can do this thing, Sonia. Invest in my company. Let's make a business plan.
Of course.
You can show me the business plan. Anything that you would like to give advice, financial advice to people here.
So, I
Fabulous.
think the
Great job,
best
Sonia.
investment you can do it.
Yes.
Yes,
Great.
yes,
She was
please.
given.
I thought you finished.
Yes.
No.
Please.
I
Please,
think
please.
And
I think
Sonia
the
ji,
future is
today the
cryptocurrency. Like,
yeah, Bitcoin is
so you
very
can
down today.
invest in the. Sorry.
Bitcoin is down. You can invest today itself.
Yeah.
It's at 35K.
Correct.
Yeah. Bitcoin is it's the right time to invest now in the Bitcoin.
Great.
Okay.
Fabulous.
Okay. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you.
Give
That
a
was
round of
great.
applause. Fabulous. Good job, Sonia.
Thank you.
So moving forward for our fourth topic, I would like to ask
Guest Kartik, would you like to give it a try? Oh, guest Vignesh would like to give it a try. Please. Toastmaster Vignesh.
Vignesh, before we start, are you married?
Yes.
Okay. So topic today is.
What is this has to do with my marriage?
No, if you are not married, I would have changed the topic, but I have to make a new topic for you now.
Yeah.
So make it a serious one. So if you dream to meet your favorite celeb over a cup of tea, who it will be and what will you do?
Okay.
What will you talk about it? Meet your favorite celeb over a cup of tea.
Can I start?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Thank you for the opportunity. If there's one celebrity that I would like to meet over a cup of tea or coffee, it would be the football player Iniesta from Spain. I liked him very much because he's the captain of the team, and more importantly, he's a team player. He would play at all different roles. In football, there are 11 players. This player will never hesitate to take the role of a defender or a midfielder or a forward. And it was his attitude that got the Spain team the gold medal in the Olympics and also the World Cup in the year 2010. And I would like to know from him about this attitude. I would like to know more about him, how he was able to develop such a mindset of being a team player and also was willing to take the team with him and set very high benchmarks for the team. And more importantly, I like the Spanish language a lot because it sounds good to me. I don't understand anything. Probably it will give me an opportunity to learn few words from him. And so that's it actually. Thank you.
Very well said, Vignesh. So our next topic, who is going to get it?
Guess, Kartik, would you give it a try?
Yep, so I can give it a shot.
Yeah.
Your dream holiday visit. Topic is your dream holiday visit. What will you do if you reach your dream holiday visit? What it will be and what will you do over there?
Okay, fair enough. So again, the dream holiday visit, I would opt to go for a US because again, I want to be an entrepreneur and again a tech startup because I'm inclined more towards it, and probably I would be able to get some more connect over there in which I can actually excel myself to the next level with regards to my speaking, business coaching, or probably a tech startup as well. And moreover the less, right, I would also opt that if I can get a green card holder, if I can be a green card holder at that time, probably this would actually help me out and probably excel my business probably. And in that case, however, we would be excelling to the level where we want to be. And apart from that, we can also, it could be a holiday, it could be a business things, it could be a lot of discussions around it, right? And probably we never know what comes to us, right? So I would try to make my holiday as a productive holiday as well, so that probably I can excel it to the level where I want to be, right? And probably slowly and gradually the vacations could turn up to the passions, and passion could turn up, lead me to the level where I wanted to be. So this is what actually I would love to go on a dream vacation. So that's it.
Wow. That was fabulous.
Thank you.
Now for the last topic of the day. Can I choose anyone from you, one of you?
Yes, Toastmaster Bharat, you can choose anyone.
I would like to give this task to Toastmaster Harsh.
Okay.
And if you had superpowers, if your dream superpowers come true, what will you do?
Can you repeat the topic?
Your dream superpower. If you have a dream of a superpower, what will you do?
Superpower in the sense, like, can you give some example?
Mine is that I become an invisible man, say for example. Now you can.
Okay, fine. So if I had a superpower, I will, what I will do is that I will make this world a better place to live. I will, lot of the problems are created in this world by the criminals and the bad-minded people who are doing not good justice to the people. So if I was superpower, I would definitely try to give the punishments and to those peoples and try to improve them and make this world a better place to live. I will have a better quality of life for my family, for everyone else, by getting rid of all this not good people around, and I will try to improve them, show them YouTube links, and will observe them what they are doing, why they are doing, will try to improve the things for them by guiding force. I am invisible, so they cannot do anything to me. So I will try to make this place a better place. I will meet the presidents of the countries like India and all the world in the summits, and everywhere I can take entry. I will observe what's going on. I will observe everything which is not going right. Right? I can have access to anything. So I will influence the top influencers like presidents and chief ministers of the leaders of industries like president of Toastmaster or presidents of the organizations, and I will get access to what's the hidden agenda playing, what the politics are going, and I will have a secret meetings with them and try to change the world for a better place. The COVID game I would like to end. First, the attack would be the COVID game which is being played. I will try to figure out the creator of the COVID. I will go in that labs and will try to give some advice, or just try to change that mind, or will just give punishments and will find the man behind it and give the punishments, and I will help the police and authorities to catch that criminals and get them behind the bars, and by that the COVID will end and the world would be much better. So all the challenges I would try to diminish from the world. That's all. Thank you, Bharat, for such a wonderful topic. Unfortunately, that power I don't have. Over to you, Toastmaster Bharat.
It was indeed wonderful. I mean, you can join Avengers.
Nice topic, Toastmaster Bharat. Actually, every Avengers fan wants this wish to become true, including me.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Fabulously conducted.
Thank you, Isha. Over to Toastmasters. Toastmaster Aditya.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Bharat. That table topic session was full of fun and frolic. Thank you very much for hosting it. Going back to the theme, okay, Aditya, I understand what politics are. I know what power is. Politics and power are the reason why I'm getting only 5% hike every year. And that lazy boy sitting in the cubicle is getting 35% hike without doing anything. Now tell me, give me that Brahmastra you were talking about. So without much delay, opening it to you, 4 essential qualities to navigate through. Are you able to see the screen?
Aditya, sorry to interrupt. Before you move ahead, can we have the votings?
Yes, let's have the voting for best table topic speaker.
The link is again in the chat box, guys. You can take it.
Stop the sync.
Four more votes to go. 4 more votes. Please vote, guys. With 2 more votes to go, I would request anybody who have not voted, please do vote. We can put and carry forward. Yeah, let's carry forward. Please do vote if anybody have not still voted. There are 2 people left to go. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
So let me do this for the last time, sharing the screen. And the last slide, coming to the last slide. Are you able to see the
Yes, yes.
screen?
Visible.
Yes. Okay then. 4 qualities to master to navigate through any power and politics in an organization: social astuteness, networking, interpersonal influence, apparent sincerity, and emotional intelligence. Take a screenshot of this or note them down. This is going to help you forever. Social astuteness. What is social astuteness? Social astuteness is being able to understand verbal and non-verbal cues to know the motives of the person. A true leader masters the art of verbal communication as well as non-verbal communication. You should be able to know what the intentions of the person are. You should be able to know when the person is lying and when the person is not. There is a book, amazing book called Body Language by Alan Pease. Read this book to master social astuteness. Then coming to networking. We always underestimate the importance and significance of networking. Networking is an asset. Toastmaster Chinar, my mentor, always used to say, your learning is not only from the club, from the whole fraternity. I understand that importance, that significance right now. Always go beyond the club, go beyond the frontiers of the organization to bond and network with new people. Networking is not only saying hi to new people, it is actually creating quid pro quo situations. What are quid pro quo situations? When I do a favor for the other person, that person will also return the favor, thus creating a strong support system for you who can help you. Fourthly is apparent sincerity. What is apparent sincerity? There is this phrase in Hindi that says, Kaam jataye karo. You know, the problem with we people is that we always do work, but we don't usually show work. Always update your progress, show your contribution and achievements to your superiors so that they keep a track on what you're doing and what you're not doing. There is a very good chance that you get promoted next time. And interpersonal influence. All good leaders always influence others. They understand the needs of the others and cater to these needs, and thus are able to rally a whole group towards one objective. Know the importance of this quality and start influencing people. And lastly, emotional intelligence. This will always help you. Whenever a political situation is happening in your organization, you need not retaliate. You need not play dirty. Always remember what dignity is. Always remember what respect is on, and respect everyone equally. Try to manage your own emotions and also the emotions of the other person. That will bring emotional intelligence in you. And on that note, let me hand over the charge to the general evaluator for the Breakfast of Champions. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Priyanka.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aditya, for that wonderful presentation and content. I had to stop my video so that people would not feel that I'm not engaging in eye contact because I was continuously writing. Thank you so much for that. Now, moving on to the evaluation section, we will begin with the dedicated evaluators for the speeches. So the first speech was by Toastmaster Rama, for which I'll be calling upon her evaluator, who has done her bachelor's in electrical engineering from Indus University, and she believes in growing together, for which she'll be evaluating somebody's speech here in Toastmasters. Please put our hands together for the evaluator, Toastmaster Kritika.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Priyanka. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and your guests, and special good afternoon to Toastmaster Rama. Decoding Gita, what an interesting topic you have selected. I think everyone looks up for the Gita and its subjects while they want to implement in their life. Now, coming to your speech, it was fabulous. I must say you were very exuberant during delivering your speeches, and it also helped you to gain confidence while speaking. Now, coming to positive points, I think the objective was with respect to research and well-researched topics. So you researched about a book, you researched about Gita, and you gave your inputs by researching. So that was a good point that you stick to your objective and you have done justice to your objective. That is that. So kudos to you for that. Secondly, the timings. You were well within the timings. You were about. You have your content framed in such a way that you are respecting your timing. So that was also a good point. So kudos to you for delivering a very such a very great speech, Gita. And I think I am very inspired whenever I hear about Arjuna and Krishna's samvad, their introduction. So it was great hearing you. Small suggestion which you can include in your speech to make it more effective than it was. You can use a standing posture while delivering your speech. It will make much more effect on the audience. So that is one. And I think that is something that will help you to make your speech more effective. So it was great hearing you. We look forward for hearing such more speeches from your end. Thank you so much, and all the best, Toastmaster Rama. And also, I would like to congratulate you for completing the level 1 of your leadership pathway. So, kudos to you for that.
Thank you so
Over
much.
to you. Great work. Over to you to General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kritika, for that wonderful evaluation. Now, moving on to the second dedicated evaluator for the second speaker, Toastmaster Hardik. He is someone who works for L&T and is currently serving as the VP Education of Diamond City Toastmasters Club. The diamond of that club is here with us today. Please give it over to Toastmaster Vignesh for evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Hardik. Over to you, Toastmaster Vignesh.
Thank you, General Evaluator Priyanka. Good afternoon to all. I enjoyed taking up the role today, and it gave me the opportunity to wear the evaluators hat today. Toastmasters Hardik, first of all, congratulations to you. It was a very good and power-packed speech. You were exuberant. I hope that you were well dressed for the Toastmasters event, I guess. And I sincerely hope that you don't have a wedding reception or any function thereafter to attend. And Toastmasters Hardik, you began with questions. That's a really, really positive start. It's a really good start because it helps you connect with the audience and it makes the audience interact with you. So that's a very positive point. And all your speeches had dialogues in between, like your mother continuously shouting, Hardik, come down and come down. And you're very emotional saying those dialogues. It's a very positive point as well. The third best point is that it's about your storytelling ability. You had a really good personal connect with your story. And what is more enthralling was that you took us, the audience, along with you wherever it was, whether it was to the railway station or it was to the airport or whether it was to the United Kingdom or it was to right into the washroom of your uncle's room. So wherever it was, you took us with you actually. So that was a very, very positive point. And your gestures were too good. Your eye contact was consistent, which is very important. And most importantly, in an online meet, speakers tend to move away from that, but you held that right, very good. Your vocal variety was really good. And I was very much impressed when you were expressing a lot of questions. Like one of the questions was, how can a small town have people that follow good traffic rules? I'm saying it in a very light way, but you really gave it as a very pumped up speech. And I definitely feel that that would have woken up quite a lot of our members from their sleep. And you know very well that the purpose of Toastmasters is to give honest feedbacks. I have few feedbacks for you as recommendations. The first one is that there's a difference in the purpose of the speech and the message that you sent. There was a little connect missing between the message, I meant the delivery and the purpose. I wish you could have focused on that part. and the introduction was very long. I understand that is one of the reasons why you are not able to point your or focus your speech on the purpose. And the third important thing is that you mentioned you concluded that the system works well in UK, and all your points were primarily focused on your own experiences, but not on the well research. Thank you. That's it from me. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Priyanka.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vignesh. That was a wonderful mix of humor and humility in your evaluation speech. Now, moving on to the third evaluator who has come all the way from the east side of the country, that is my heartland. He is a Toastmaster since June 2015, a member of Salt Lake Toastmasters Club and NUJS Toastmasters Club. Please welcome Toastmaster Anutosh for the evaluation of our third speaker, Toastmaster Keshavkant.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priyanka. Good afternoon, everyone, especially Toastmaster Keshavkant. First of all, let me tell you that I heard a very good research topic. So kudos to you for completing your level 1 today with this speech. Now, to start off with the commendations, I believe you gave a well-researched topic on learning a new habit and winning it with all the burning desire. Now, you gave the details about the neurons and the neuroplasticity, and that is why I believe that you have completed this project. Moving on to the second commendation, you asked 3 questions, which definitely got my attention and definitely attention of many audience members. You were asking about who has learned a new habit, who knows about learning a new habit takes 21 days, who have made New Year resolutions and who have stick to it so far. So kudos to you for that. Third, you gave your speech in a standing position, which is very essential for any speaker to grow as an effective orator. Now, I believe that there are still certain opportunities in which you can build the door, and let me help you for that purpose with a few recommendations as well. Starting on the part of the well-researching part that you have made in your speech regarding the neurons and the neuroplasticity, I believe you have looked into some of the articles, news, then some of the books written probably by some experts, or even have done some medical research publications. You have taken a look into such medical research publications. Now, problem is that I felt that there was no mention of it in the research materials, and that is why I believe that there was no credibility given to any of these research that you have done on the topic. So from next time onwards, I will prefer that you mention from where you have got those points, those research points. Same goes with the quote. The quote that you have mentioned in the beginning, I would have loved to hear it something like, Napoleon Hill said, only by doing so can one be sure of maintaining that state of mind known as a burning desire to win. That would have given that credibility to the quote who has, to the quote as well as to the author who has written that quote. And third is that I believe you have only spoken the title once. So if you could have emphasized the speech title at least once more, in a way, something like, let's ensure to nurture our winning formula by being the 3 Ds, deterministic, disciplined, and decisive. Then we can definitely become our best. Something like this, if this could have been your conclusion, it would have been terrific. Now, I must say that I have been myself a procrastinator, and believe me, you have done very well to convince me. Overall, you gave a good research on your topic. You asked questions to grab my attention. You emphasize the speech title at the end. You gave your speech by standing. If you could have mentioned the source of your research, who set the code, and if you could have emphasized the speech title at the end, it would have been terrific. Looking forward to hear more of your speeches, and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anutosh. That was a very detailed evaluation. I mean, slow claps for you. Hands down, take a bow. Okay, that brings us to the end of the dedicated evaluation section for the prepared speakers. Can we have the polls for the best evaluator? Toastmaster Isha has posted the link on the chat box. Please go ahead and vote. Toastmaster Isha, can you tell me when the votes have been received? One more to go, guys. 3 more to go.
Yes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Isha, for conducting the polls. Moving on to our Herculean team of this session, the tag team, who will come and evaluate the entire session from their perspective of time, accounts, and grammar. So moving on, we'll be inviting our first of the tag team, the Grammarian, Toastmaster Parth. Toastmaster Parth, over to you for the Grammarian's report.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. I would like to start with good usage. So first of all, I'm doing this first time, so I might miss a lot of things, and I'm sharing as much as I could. Yeah. So the first good thought that I was able to capture was 3 Ds: decision, determination, and discipline. That was beautiful summary of the message of winning. Second one was the good quote that I observed in the PPT. Power doesn't corrupt people, but people corrupt power. Coming to the bad improper usage, I will go one by one. First, I do not recall the whole sentence, but the portion of it. First is Pandavas who is ... It should be Pandavas who are, Kauravas who are. Second one, he respect ... It should be he respects. Third one, someone mentioned I word, with a noun it should be an I. Sorry, article an. Fourth one, the sentence was what one want. It should be what one wants. And final one, any person are not interested. That was the portion of the sentence. It should be any person is not interested. Now finally I will come to the word of the day and phrase of the day usage part. The word of the day used by Priyanka, Aditya, Hardik, Kritika, and Vignesh one time. Coming to the phrase of the day, Priyanka, Hardik, and Anutosh used it one time. So that's it from my end. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Parth. You have actually hit the bull's eye with that Grammarian's report. Very appropriate and very crisp. Thank you so much. Moving on to the next report from the tag team, the R counter. Please welcome Toastmaster Jayesh as the R counter of today's meeting.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Priyanka, the Journal Evaluator. Guys, we have witnessed exuberant speeches today. And do you know the opportunity was knocking your door, and actually you had built the door before, that is why it was knocking your door. Hence, I am here with my counters report. Whenever I use this word, you need to clap for the person. All right. The people, those who have been flawless, I'm going to tell them first. Toastmaster Aditya, flawless. Please give a round of applause. Yes. Toastmaster Priyanka, in her introduction, she was flawless. Toastmaster Hardik, in his speech, he was flawless. Evaluator, Toastmaster Anutosh Ghosh, was flawless. And the table topic master, Toastmaster Bharat, was flawless. Please give a round of applause to all those role players and speakers. Fabulous. Let me come to the people, those who have used the ums and the destructive words and the filler words. Starting with the Sa, Toastmaster Vikrant, he used 3 ers and 1 and in the beginning, he had 1 small pause. Toastmaster Isha, while she was taking the introduction, she had a small pause while she was taking the introductions. Otherwise, she was also flawless. Coming to the timer, Toastmaster Harsh, he used 4 ers in his introduction and 5 ers while he was giving the stage back to the journal evaluator. Grammarian, Toastmaster Parth, he took the role for the first time, and this is a really good start, Toastmaster Parth. You had used 10 ers, but I feel that you will definitely overcome those ers and ums. Fabulous job, Toastmaster Parth. No problem, you have used 10 ers in your overall role. Coming to the speakers, Toastmaster Rama. I feel that Toastmaster Rama, you have recovered very, very nicely in your ers and ums. You used 7 ers and 1 You were using a few filler words like that, sorry, and these were the usages and the filler words that you used in your speech. Her evaluator, Toastmaster Kritika, she had 8 ers in her evaluation. Otherwise, I feel that she's also improving. Toastmaster Hardik, I've already mentioned, he is flawless. His evaluator, Toastmaster Vignesh. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Vignesh. You used only 4 ers in your evaluation. Otherwise, I loved your evaluation. Toastmaster Keshavkant, the third speaker, used 3 ers. Coming to the table topic speakers. The table topic master was flawless, as mentioned. Guest Rinkesh or Toastmaster Rinkesh used 3 ers. Guest Rahul used 6 ers. Guest Sonia, she gave a fabulous speech. She used 3 ers and there were few small pauses. Toastmaster Vignesh in table topics used 2 ers. Guest Kartik used 2 ers and Toastmaster Harsh used 5 ers in table topic and was using the filler word, I will and regularly. So this is my accountant's report, and I give the stage back to the beautiful journal evaluator, Toastmaster Priyanka. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jayesh. The way you evaluated the accounts, I think it was very crisp and very detail oriented. Thank you for displaying such beautiful listening skills. Moving on to the next of the tag team, the timer. So let us hear the timer's report from the timer of today's session, Toastmaster Harsh. Toastmaster Harsh, over to you.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. So indeed, it was an exuberant meeting overall. We had an amazing evaluators, speakers, and every role players were amazing. So I would like to start with the Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Vikrant, took 3 minutes in his introduction. Presiding Officer, Toastmaster Isha, took 13 minutes 44 seconds in her introductions and guest introductions. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aditya, took almost 17 minutes in his entire speaking. General Evaluator, Madam Toastmaster Priyanka, took almost 2 minutes 30 seconds in her introduction, and it's continued. Timer took 2 minutes approximately. Toastmaster me, Harsh. Our counter, Toastmaster Jayesh, took 1 minute 44 seconds in his introduction and 4 minutes in his report. Grammarian Toastmaster Parth took 2 minutes 26 seconds in introduction and 2 minutes 7 seconds in his report. Speaker 1 Toastmaster Rama took 6 minutes 52 seconds. Her evaluator Toastmaster Kritika took 2 minutes 34 seconds. Speaker Hardik, Speaker 2 Toastmaster Hardik, took 7 minutes 28 seconds for his speech. His evaluator Toastmaster Vignesh took 3 minutes 15 seconds. Speaker 3 Toastmaster Keshavkant took 6 minutes 2 seconds. His evaluator Toastmaster Anutosh took almost 3 minutes 30 seconds. Table topic master Toastmaster Bharat took 1 minute and 5 seconds for introduction. Speaker 1 Toastmaster Rinkesh took 2 minutes 30 seconds. Speaker 2 Toastmaster Rahul took 1 minute 25 seconds. Speaker 3 guest Sonia took 1 minute 43 seconds. Speaker 4 Toastmaster Vignesh took 1 minute 5 seconds. Speaker 5 guest Kartik took 1 minute 2 seconds. And Speaker 6, that is me, Toastmaster Harsh, took 2 minutes 23 seconds. And I think that's it for my report. Over to our timeless beauty general evaluator of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harsh. Beautifully timed the rules. Thank you for paying the attention. Toastmaster Isha, do you want me to conduct the polls for the best role play?
Yes.
Okay,
Please
great.
go through the same link.
I request everyone to please
please go through the same link and you can vote. Everybody, please go through the same link.
Toastmaster Isha, please let me know when you've received the polls.
We need 7 more responses, guys. Please vote.
प्रियंका एक चीज कोई नहीं है, एक चीज।
हाँ कहिए।
प्रियंका विद योर परमिशन।
What are you looking for?
नहीं भाइयों बहनों देखो चुनाव का माहौल चल रहा है, वोट दे दीजिए अपना, है ना? अच्छा लगेगा हम सबको। थैंक यू प्रियंका, ओवर टू यू।
आशा करते हैं चुनाव का माहौल ऐसे ही बना रहे।
Great. Okay, we're done. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Isha. And that brings us to the General Evaluators report. Now, my job was to evaluate the entire meeting, and I will be doing that in the chronological order so that everybody feels comfortable in understanding what the roles were and in what order they occurred. So starting with the Sergeant at Arms. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Vikrant, one of our oldest members, always takes roles whenever required and does full justice to it. He stated the rules for a Zoom call and made us very comfortable with the rules as we went forward with the meeting. I would really I would really like it if the club mission was also included in the Sergeant at Arms session, because it is normally done so. And it would be really great if the club mission was stated in that session. Moving forward to the presidential speech of the presiding officer. As we know, Toastmaster Isha is an exuberant speaker, and she enthused energy into us right after Toastmaster Vikrant had sent us to an excited state already. So we reached a new level of excited state, and we remained there when we went forward with the guest interaction and to the TMOD of the day. Now coming to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aditya. You began the session with engaging the audience. That was your superpower today. As you increased the curiosity of the audience, you kept it at an all-time high while the general evaluator and the tag team came and introduced their roles. And like the presentation that you showed, the thoughts were painted in my mind in the way that you presented. It was very simple and lucid, which helped us take away good thoughts from your presentation. I would also request the Toastmaster of the day to always check when the votings are to be conducted, so that once you begin with your presentation, it is a flawless affair. Coming to the prepared speeches section, I think listening to Bhagavad Gita, talking about No Sir, No Madam initiative and golden ideas from the Atomic Habits was a power-packed session of prepared speeches. All the three speeches were from the same level. That was the most exciting thing about today's prepared speeches section. All of them were the completion projects, completion speeches for level 1. All three of them were research and presenting. And we saw how 3 people can have different thoughts about different subjects, can be passionate about different subjects and present it in a speech by researching on it. This tells us the diversity of a Toastmasters club and the value addition that a community club can give you in every 2-hour session that they conduct. So kudos to the prepared speakers. It was really good listening to all of you. Coming to the next section of table topic session. Table topic master Toastmaster Bharat, your superpower today was versatility. I think you took up this role, the table topic master, for the first time, and you did complete justice to it. And not only justice to it, you broke the ice with the role like nobody's business. I felt that the way you asked people about what they would be comfortable with and then changed the topic as if you were prepared with it, it really gave me an idea as to how dedicated you were towards the role and how you could perceive the effect of what you were speaking. So beautifully done and beautifully executed table topic session. There is just a request to mention the time limits and engage audience and ask them to use the word of the day and phrase of the day when you introduce your role. Apart from that, as the accountant today said, you were flawless. Moving on to the table topic speakers. The table topic speakers, we had guests and Toastmasters, and I had a great time listening to if they were all dreams, and dreams are what people have with their eyes open to achieve it. So it was a beautiful session hearing to all the table topic speakers. Toastmaster Rinkesh, you have a very charismatic smile and you simply speak very calmly, and the way you presented your speech, it was beautiful. When I come to Toastmaster Rahul, you had a really good content. I would have loved to see your face while you spoke, because from your voice, I felt that you were very enthusiastic about being a green card holder. So moving on from that to guest Sonia, I have always heard this from my childhood. Being an introvert in my childhood, I have always heard this, that introverts have a loud mind. And when we kept on asking you questions, you answered them directly and on point, and that actually showed us that you had really good content with you. And I felt that you really invested into Bitcoin and traveling, and you were very happy. I would have loved to see your face as well, because you have really good content and it really feels good to see a well-read person. Toastmaster Vignesh, what do I say? You always have a good content with humility and humor, and you put it together and you make a speech that is your superpower. And the way you talked about football, being a fan of a player, a captain, and then you talked about loving the language. You brought two realms together, mixed it up, and put it on a platter for us. I had a great time listening to your speech. Coming to guest Kartik, you were so excited about your speech that you ran through it. You literally ran through it. I missed a few words and then I picked up. I said I have to buck up, and that was the pace that you were running through it. So pace yourself. I really want to hear and absorb whatever you say, because you also really have good content. Coming to Toastmaster Harsh, you are my own Tony Robbins, and I always say that I don't need the #1 coach in the world, because I have my #1 coach here with me. And you expressed your table topic speech in such noble intentions that it stole my heart away while hearing to you. That was the great table topic session and the table topic speakers. Moving on to the dedicated evaluators. What a day, 3 great evaluators, and more importantly, all of them evaluating completion speech of level 1. So their evaluations were also in line, and we could actually see what we can do together as we complete our level 1, the third speech. These evaluations put together can be an education session for how do you complete level 1. This was actually that. And to all the evaluators out there, even to myself, the evaluations are supposed to be addressing the speaker in the third person. Trust me, I have been told this so many times, and yet I forget it when I do it. You look at the speaker, but you always do it in a third person. That Toastmaster so-and-so could have done this, and it would have been an icing on the cake, because the evaluation is addressed to the audience while it speaks about the speaker. I also struggle with this, and I have been given this advice, and I would really like to pass it on to you. And every evaluation was in a CRC mode, and I really loved the spacing that Toastmaster Anutosh made. He completed his first C by green, completed his R by yellow, and completed his C by the next red. And he enacted the possible improvements in the speaker, and it was really beautiful to hear you speak. Toastmaster Vignesh, humor and humility, your superpower always. Now, the overall meeting was a very good experience for me. My tag team was together with me, and I could feel it that they were pumping up to evaluate the meeting properly. Toastmaster Parth, you took the role for the first time and you made full justice to it. Toastmaster Jayesh, as usual, removing hiccups from every meeting. And Toastmaster Harsh, my own Tony Robbins, giving us the timing limits and the timing deadlines so mellifluously. Great work on that. We had a session where all speakers completed level 1. I would really have loved if we could not have gone back and forth on the polls. It would have been great if we could have all the votings together, especially considering that the best leader polls actually got completed before the general evaluator could complete a report. But definitely this meeting saw coming together from Toastmasters all over the country, be it from the East, be it from Diamond City. And it was a great performance on everybody's part. Everybody was well prepared. With that, we come to the end of this meeting's evaluation. And I'd really like to pass on the charge to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aditya.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Priyanka. That was not just a breakfast for champions. It was like a complimentary breakfast with not only compliments, but a lot of constructive criticism to learn from. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Priyanka. I've already spoken for 17 minutes, and before the timer puts or pokes the minute hand into my eyes, let me go forward and let me just conclude today's theme. Let me summarize whatever I've said so far. We started with what is power? How can you acquire different forms of power? And then we went to what is politics? How can you dismantle different forms of politics? And then I gave you a Brahmastra of a few political skills: interpersonal influence, social astuteness, apparent sincerity, emotional intelligence, and networking. I hope this presentation helps you. I'll be sending the presentation and the names of the books in the WhatsApp groups. I hope these external forces don't stop you from succeeding at work. I wish you all the best. Just be patient, be perseverant. Remember, politics is a very long run game, and the tortoise will beat the hare. Over to you, presiding officer, Toastmaster Isha.
So much, Toastmaster Aditya. Wow. Wow, what an exuberant meeting. This is a very special meeting, guys. This West and the East connecting. This is the one of the benefits what we receive from Toastmasters. The intellectual minds connecting together in 2 hours and bringing out so much value. Which, trust me, the time that we are paying here, the amount that we are paying here is very negligible. We learned so much from each other. Beautifully, beautiful, guys. And a fabulous job done from every one of you. I'm not going to exaggerate here because Toastmaster Priyanka have done fabulous, wonderful, and an accurate job as a general evaluator. So moving on, before we launch the awards, let's take the feedback from the people who have joined us from around the corners. Starting from our guests, Toastmaster Anutosh. I would love to have your feedback to my meeting.
First of all, definitely, this is an exuberant meeting, and the points that Toastmaster Aditya mentioned, I must say that I have been affected with the politics when I used to work for Deloitte Consulting India. And for 3 years in a row, I was denied promotion. So I definitely can understand what it means with the politics. And now that I am a project manager myself at Wipro, so I definitely want to ensure that I don't do any such politics or do not engage in those things as much as possible until and unless it is out of my hands, in which I have to think of getting the ghee in some other way. So definitely lots of learning for me from this meeting, and thank you for all the love that I have got from many of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Antosh. It was fabulous actually having you in the meeting, and trust me, I learned a lot from you today. How an evaluation can go so crisply, so accurately, and moreover, you are a very, very calm speaker. And me, as a person who am phobic to camera, today I learned how to sit there and stay calm and let it go, let it flow. You are like a river to me. Moving on to our next guest, Toastmaster Vignesh. Please share your experience with us, sir.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, Toastmaster Isha. This has been a very qualitative meet today, and I'm really happy that I spent my time very well Saturday afternoon. Sometimes it's usually sleep that follows a good day work in the morning, but today something better than sleep is what I experienced. I'm very thankful to all the people who have given feedback. Toastmaster Priyanka, Toastmaster Jayesh, of course, and the whole team. Toastmaster Aditya was brilliant today with very important subject which he spoke today. I'm looking for a very long association with your club since I'm representing DCTC. So thank you all once again. Yes, that's it.
Indeed, indeed. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vignesh. Again, the evaluation and your points coming, the way you have differently delivered it, it was again a learning for me as well as the members in my club. We would love having you more in the meetings anytime. Please, sir, you're welcome here. Thank you so much. Let's move on to our next guest, Rinkesh.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible clearly.
So the meeting was really great. I found out something new every time whenever I attend. And today what I saw that there are many energies. Some have very energy when they start, and some have a very peace when they speak. So it's like you all are balancing each other in your meeting. And the way you present any role, I learn from it many a times. When I do my role in my club, I do mistakes many times. I don't know how to do that, but when I see other person, this can be done like this as well. So I learn from it and I do something change in it to make it in my, to use it in my role as well. And I got the chance to speak something on the table topic. This is what I was waiting, and thank you for the exciting topic that I got. I really was very interested in that, and I really overall liked the meeting, and I learned from it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vignesh, for giving us your time. It was fabulous listening you here, and it was wonderful. You actually have that kind of calm and cherishness, the smile that you have, and the way you give your speech. We all are looking at it, and we are going with the flow on that. That was wonderful indeed. Thank you so much, and please keep on attending our meeting. Moving on to our next guest, guest Sonia. Yes, Sonia. Can you share your experience, please?
I think you guys are so cool. Like, I have never been like in such kind of like club and all. This was my the first time, and I really felt like I can also do it.
Definitely,
I'm looking
you
forward.
can.
I am looking forward
Yes.
to join you further.
We are looking forward. Some for the advices
I
of the
look for you.
Bitcoins, for the advices of the cryptocurrency. I'm actually looking to create a cryptocurrency. Let's create one. What do you say, Sonia? Some advices. Only that you don't go through my taxes. Till then, that's fine. Everything. But yes, definitely you can become one of the great speakers, Sonia. You have fabulous voice, I must tell you. You have definite confidence in you. You just need a little polishness, but we all need that. We all are learners. Do join us and please give us an opportunity to learn from you on your subjects.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sonia. Let's have guest Kartik. Yes, Kartik, would like to hear from you.
Yep. Thank you, Toastmasters Isha. So it was a wonderful experience being a part of a lot of communities across the globe. Though into the things what I am, right? So being a computer engineer, I am a part of an agile communities from so long. But this is a separate community, and probably every people are down to earth and humbled and grounded. So thank you so much for being polite and being welcoming to every single guest and every single members of your community. So that's a wonderful part. Nevertheless, should not say I might not be the right person to say that, but like everyone has done the wonderful job so far, irrespective of the speakers or evaluators. Like evaluators have done the marvelous job. So I must say that, because evaluators are the one actually who actually serve at a breakfast to the to the speakers, and this is an improvement area where we have to improve it, right? So, and every single one has a gray area of an improvement, and we might never figure it out, but this is the how you deliver the feedback, right? That's more important, because even if you want, even like the way Toastmasters Priyankas have conveyed that you ran through, I actually felt a couple of times that I'm doing the same mistakes again and again, right? But now probably I have to think over it, because I have got an opportunity to be a TEDx speaker for a Port Blair. So definitely I would I would actually reach out to you guys for help, and definitely I can polish my thoughts as well along with you guys if you guys allow me to, right? So that's it. And thank you so much for having me here. Appreciate it.
So much, Kartik. Actually, it would be our pleasure that one of the trained speakers, seasoned speakers, somebody who have been there on TEDx would come us and guide us. By the way, we have people here. You would find TEDx speakers over here, many. That would be great as well. And learning from you would be our opportunity. Please do join us as soon as you get the as soon as you get the time. And we're looking forward to that.
Thank you so much.
Moving on to, do we have another guest now? Any guest left? Anybody else who wants to give a feedback? The podium is open. We'll have 30 seconds. Anyone? How was the experience?
Can I, with your permission?
Yes, please.
All right. Fabulous. Thank you, one and all the guests. I really take your feedbacks to the heart, and we are going to work together to uplift each other, because in Toastmasters, we say where leaders are made, right? That is the tagline of Toastmasters International, where leaders are made. You're already a leader. So let us make new leaders also, right? Toastmaster Isha has again posted the form link for the Best Leader Award. I think. Is it for the Best Leader Award or is it for the guest?
It is done. It is done.
Is it done? All right.
With the guest feedback.
All right, no problem. The guests can give their feedback in that link, but let me tell you all, Toastmaster Anutosh really loved your evaluation. It was, I was listening to some, very enlightened soul, because you were so calm and composed and you were giving feedback. ऐसा लग रहा था कि भाई very बहुत ही lenient teacher है, लेकिन अच्छे से चपेट भी मार रहा है, तो बहुत अच्छा लगा. It was very nice, Anutosh. Very, I really loved your evaluation, especially Vignesh's as well, because I loved Vignesh's recommendation. His recommendations were on point and he hit the bullseye. Toastmaster Vignesh, fabulous job. I really appreciate all the speakers because they were giving level 3 speech, level 1 speech of speech 3 of level 1, and they have completed. Congratulations. One more thing that I would like to add here is that here in this club, this is a club of, we treat this club as family. And this is a family where we don't pull legs, we pull hands and we go further. That is what I have learned today from this theme by Toastmaster Aditya. He was talking about the politics and all those things that the organizations where, the organizations where we work, the politics, what goes on, how backbiting goes on. But here we learn to express our feelings, especially without politics, right? This is how we all here function. Here we can learn public speaking, communication skills, leadership, interview skills, all those soft skills that you need, all those soft skills, and abundance of information that we got from Toastmaster Aditya. Toastmaster Priyanka, I will tell you one thing. I have never listened to such a 10-minute general evaluation report from any general evaluator, because no one gives detailed reports. No one evaluates in a very detailed manner, and you did that today. Kudos to you. Fabulous job. ये अभी थोड़ा हिंदी में बोलूंगा. मेरे सभी भारतीय लोग हैं यहाँ पे, ठीक है? On 26th Jan we are going to celebrate Republic Day. 26 Jan को हम सब रिपब्लिक डे मनाएंगे. आप अपने घर पे, आप जहां पे भी हैं, अपने घर पे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन जो है ना, why was it framed, क्यों 26 Jan चुना गया, ये सब उस ग्रुप में लिखिए गया. If you're in the guest group, write in the guest group. If you're in the members group, write in the members group. On 26th, with the photo of yours holding the national flag, right? Please write it down. Wishing you all very happy Republic Day, and please stay safe, because few members of our club are not that well. Let us pray to God for their faster recovery. Even few members out here are not that well, so we also pray for their faster recovery. May you be back, keep smiling and keep kicking, because we need to spread positivity and develop leaders. Thank you very much. Over to you, the President Toastmaster Isha.
Thank you so much. Indeed, indeed. There were all those talks again, the feedbacks. Feedbacks are very important. And the whole summation of feedback that we got here from everyone cherished our moves, I think. It's going to direct us to the next thing that we're going to go. Without wasting further time, let's present with the awards. So which award do you want? Who and which?
Best speaker.
Best speaker. So any guesses? We had 3 speeches today. By the way, I want to announce before we go for the awards. Awards doesn't matter. Participation matters. Your strength coming over here matters. These are mere appreciations. These are mere benefits you get a side benefit, and it is very minimal. Trust me, very minimal. What matters that you came here. To me, as a president, I'm proud of every single one here. Moving on. I will request those Adams, first of all, to please share the screen and the certificates.
Can we have Aditya?
So yes.
Can we have Aditya with you, please?
Yes, Aditya, can you just spotlight Aditya? Me and
Let's have first best
speaker award. First guesses, please guesses.
It was a tough call, I feel.
Toastmaster Hardik.
Anybody?
3 of them.
Toastmaster
Hardik.
Congratulations, Hardik. Let me spotlight you.
Thank you, everyone. Everybody, Isha and the participant, Rama, she also had a great speech.
Toastmaster Hardik, very proud of you. I'm so glad that you inculcated all those feedbacks that you got last time.
Congratulations.
Fabulous.
Congratulations.
I need to ask something. Thank
Okay, we have a Gavels Club member here.
Thank you. He's my nephew.
Oh,
Great.
Congratulations, Hardik.
Congratulations, Hardik.
Now
Moving
next
on to our next award. Best Evaluator, I think you would like to go forward with, right?
Any
Or
guess?
best table topic speaker. Which one? Priyanka, tell me, which one do you want to know?
Best table topic speaker.
Best table topic speaker.
Best table topic speaker.
Just hold on. Just hold on. Just hold on. I
Any
want
guesses?
to.
Any guesses? Any guesses?
Toastmaster Vignesh? Just a guess.
Vignesh was very nice, yeah. From the guests, I think
Kartik,
Rahul, Sonia, Rahul. हमको सब कुछ दिख रहा है.
अरे छुपाओ, ये क्या हो रहा है?
नहीं, no. Actually, I was blasting. Soon the stage will blast.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Vikrant, you were teasing. Not
I was.
How quick we were to read. How quick we were to read, you know?
We just had to zoom. Just to zoom and we could find it out.
Great.
Yes, please.
So I make a blast.
Please make a blast.
Madam President.
Please. Yes, please do.
If you guess there was a 1, no. If you guess there was a 2, there is no. We have today three best.
Oh wow.
There was a try. There was not a tie today.
That's great.
All right.
Guess Kartik. Guess Rahul. And
please click on it.
Who was
Toastmasters?
Your certificates are not open.
Toastmaster Vikrant needs to share his screen instead of the folder. Otherwise, even if he opens, will not be able to see.
Please.
It is okay?
No, it's not visible.
विक्रांत जी, आपने इसको बंद कीजिए और सिर्फ सर्टिफिकेट जो खोला है ना फोटो, उसको शेयर स्क्रीन कीजिए. हाँ, अब शेयर स्क्रीन उसको कीजिए.
मैंने वही किया था.
नहीं, हमें कुछ नहीं दिखा.
Just hold on.
हमें सारे सर्टिफिकेट दिख गए. अब आप
Oh God.
नहीं, अभी हमको रीड नहीं करने. बहुत छोटे थे.
No, I haven't seen it. I'm on mobile. So
there are honesty also is prevailing here.
We are very good guys. We will not be cheating. We will not
No cheating.
Vikram, you're doing good.
We will only take a screenshot of it.
Just hold on.
Oh God, this is fun. Okay.
Just hold on. Actually, I'm finding a certificate based table topic now.
Hanji sir.
Now,
yeah.
Can you? This one.
Yeah.
Yes, Kartik, well done.
Thank you.
Yes, Kartik.
Congratulations,
Rahul.
Yes, Rahul, congratulations.
And guest Harsh.
Toastmaster Harsh. Harsh should always steal one award. He is the one of the fabulous speakers. Harsh.
Oh,
Great.
that's
So proud
really
of you.
surprise. It's coming out of surprise.
It is not possible that Tony Robbins is present and he'll not be.
Oh, I'm not
Arey,
Tony
kya
Robbins.
baat hai?
Exactly.
Jai Isha.
Now,
Thank you.
now which one?
Moving on
Aditya
to the
will
best
tell.
evaluator. Yes,
Aditya
Aditya.
Haan.
Please.
No,
Aditya.
we have best role player. Best role player.
बेस्ट रोल प्लेयर आदित्य आप बोलिए कौन सा चाहिए बेस्ट कौन सा
आप तो म्यूट पे हो आदित्य।
Yes,
Best
Aditya.
role player. Best role player.
बेस्ट रोल प्लेयर ओके
Best role player. Just hold on.
There is a blast.
Toastmaster Jayesh.
Toastmaster Jayesh, without any doubt. Fantastic
Congratulations.
contest report today. Loved it, loved it.
थैंक यू एंड थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी
Congratulations, Toastmaster Jayesh.
जयेश जी आपसे ये सीखने मिलता है कि छोटे से छोटा काम भी कितना प्रिसाइज मतलब होना चाहिए।
Absolutely.
Yes, it's a very
Precision and precision.
Now,
Yes.
थैंक यू
Now, Aditya, next award, please.
I think अभी क्या बच गया? I think best evaluator, best evaluator.
Evaluator, leader.
Evaluator,
best
evaluator.
leader. Best leader. Any guess?
बेस्ट इवैल्यूएटर
Best evaluator and then best leader. End में. Best
Okay.
evaluator first.
best.
Okay. Any guess for best evaluator?
तीनों टक्कर दे रहे थे. like
तीनों
proper.
ये इसमें भी टाई हो जाएगा सब में
Tie, please, tie.
Well,
Any
बताइए
guess?
Sergeant Arms.
विक्रांत जी दिखा दीजिए बस
दिखा दिए. Toastmaster.
Mr. Anutosh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
congratulations
Toastmaster Antosh.
congratulations
Thank you.
Toastmaster.
Congratulations. Thank you for coming here, Toastmaster Anutosh.
देखो
Now, best leader awards.
Wow.
Toastmaster Aditya, Toastmaster Priyanka, and Toastmaster Bharat.
Yes,
What do you
I
guys think?
Again, thrice.
I want to highlight this one thing over here which Aditya have done. I want to
Any
highlight
guess?
this one thing here. Before we make a guess, what Aditya have done. Fabulous theme and a fabulous presentation.
correct
It is in my mind now, the slides,
hmm.
the way you have presented. And
Thank you.
definitely chosen a perfect topic for a perfect group. Do you know that public speaking is an art? And when there is art and there are artists present, there is no place of politics.
correct
No artist to the core of the heart and soul can play politics. The moment you do that, you're infected. And that's the moment that your art is going to bear off. Fabulous topic.
Thank you very much. I think it means a
Well
lot
done.
coming from you. I've always learned things from you, and this is something I really cherish. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Isha.
Mutual feelings.
So
Mutual
today we have not a one leader.
Wow.
We have a two leader.
Wow.
Yeah.
Again, things are getting better.
And
But
for,
all the three
and
were
for
amazing.
that I am taking tea. Toastmaster Aditya.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And who would be the next? And who would be the next?
Priyanka.
Toastmaster
Priyanka.
Bharat or Toastmaster Priyanka? Any
Both
guess?
were great. I think both should be there.
वो दोनों
Both very great.
1, 2, 3. Toastmaster Priyanka.
They're amazing.
Because king and
Amazing
queen.
job. But it was a fabulous job again done by Toastmaster Bharat, taking the role for the
Yes.
first time and doing it with such a confidence.
Yes.
Fabulously done. With
Yes.
this, I would like to adjourn the meeting. It was a fabulous meeting, fabulous having every one of you over here. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for being here. Keep doing that, keep growing, and keep developing yourself.
fabulous
Can somebody stop the recording, please? Thank you.
स्टॉप कीजिए और जो भी लोग हैं अभी रुक जाइए जाने की जरूरत
हाँ जी